So, so we know all about Stephen Harper and the Conservatives. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, well, you know what? I grew up in Cobourg. I grew up playing hockey in town here at the old Cobourg barn. And in addition to that, I also had a lot of opportunities to be able to kind of explore the outdoors in Northumberland with my dad and my brother, whether that be hunting or snowmobiling or ATVing. It really actually just kind of showed me just how vast and beautiful this riding of ours is, of Northumberland-Peterborough South. In addition to that, I also grew up in a family of 4 kids. We had a very, very loud household. It really taught me, especially at our dinner table type conversations, about the local issues that were going on. Really gave me a great introduction to politics on the whole. After that, I actually went out west to receive my business degree as well as my master's in business and got some work experience out there. Now I'm back here, looking to be able to represent the people of my home, where I grew up, in our surrounding communities in Ottawa, and looking to be able to get things done for them in Ottawa and make sure that they have a strong representation in Ottawa.
Yeah. So, so how's the campaign going, and what are some of the issues that you're getting when you're going door to door?
Yeah, well, you know what? It's going great. We have an absolutely fantastic team around us right now. That was the big thing that Rick Norlock actually told me out of the gate, was make sure that you have a big team around you. And you know what? Going door to door, this has been the core focus of our campaign right out of the gate, and will continue to be right till Election Day. Gaining an understanding of what it is that people, what it is that they're concerned about, and how they want to see the representation fought for in Ottawa for them. And the big things that we're hearing at the doors are making sure that we're creating more jobs in the area to be able to make sure that families continue to have opportunities right here at home. And in addition to that, the second biggest one has been hydro. And I know that it's not a federal issue, but it's affecting people's pocketbooks. And this has been a big thing of our government that we've actually really pushed on, is making sure that we're lowering people's tax burdens to make it easier to live and make it easier to make ends meet when that hydro bill does come in every month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now, so Northumberland County is tended to either flip between conservative and liberal, and the new riding, Northumberland Quinte West, was Northumberland County plus Trenton, Quinte West. But the new riding was reconfigured to include, the north side of Rice Lake, as well as a significant chunk of Clarington. So, what kind of an effect do you think the change in demographics and the voting strategies that will come with the election?
Yeah. Well, a big part of what we've been doing while we've been out knocking on doors, actually, in the Peterborough South area. So basically, that area is north of Rice Lake, but south of 7. And Ward 4 of Clarington is Newcastle and Orono, as well as Newtonville. And knocking on doors out there has been just making sure that we're raising awareness. You are in a new riding. You will have new representation. And going out to those areas and not telling people what we're going to do for them, but asking people, what is it that you want to see done in your communities? How do you want to be advocated for and represented in Ottawa? And making sure that we're listening to those people. And in addition to that, especially with the Peterborough South region that's come in, and parts of Ward 4 of Clarington, the agricultural industry is now more prominent than ever. And so I've had fantastic opportunities to be able to go out to Newcastle, to apple production facilities, and hear what it is, and learn a little bit about what it is their business does, or cattle sales, or even just touring other barns, and just learning more about how these people truly are small business owners. And learning about what it is that they do and where it is that our food comes from has been a fantastic experience, and the support that we've received from the agricultural community thus far has been truly amazing.
Yeah. So now we've all heard about all the big campaign promises nationally, and but what will you, if you're elected as MP, what will you do for the residents of Northumberland-Peterborough South?
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm going to get things done. We've had a previous member of Parliament out of Rick Norlock that had a track record of being able to get things done, whether that was securing the funding for the Port Hope Area Initiative, which is something they've been looking for funding for since the late 70s, to ensuring that we were able to upgrade our Workworth Penitentiary, which supports hundreds of families with jobs in the area, or even the Murray Canal Bridge is another fantastic example of where a bureaucrat made a decision and our elected representative listened to his constituents and made sure that we were able to deliver the funding for a 2-lane bridge. And so it's about making sure that I represent individuals in Ottawa with a strong voice And this is my primary goal, is to make sure that our local concerns receive the attention they deserve from the federal government, much like the Murray Canal Bridge did. Much like Rick Norlock did with the Murray Canal Bridge as an example. So.
Yeah. And speaking of Rick, he's obviously not running. And so what are your thoughts on Rick and his tenure as MP for the past 9 years?
Well, you know, Rick has done an incredible job for not only our community, but communities across Ontario. As you know, he served as an OPP officer for 30 years. Across Ontario, and then transitioned into public life for the last 9.5 years. And he's been a tireless advocate for our community. And you know, he's been incredible with me in this process thus far, really taking me under his wing, mentoring me through this process, and really showing me the ropes and showing me what it's going to take to represent the people of Northumberland-Peterborough South well in Ottawa.
Yeah. Okay. And that's it.
Thank you very much for having me, Chris.
Thank you.
Oh, 6 minutes.